Okay, good evening everyone. My name is Peter, here from the festival team, and I'm here with Jack Parr, who is the writer-director of the Midnight Sleepover Club. How are you, Jack?
I'm all good. I've got all the limelight, haven't I?
Yeah.
Because no one else is here.
The whole stage is yours.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Thank you for coming. Is this the first time you've seen your film on a big screen, or has it played other festivals?
No, it played at Black Sunday in Chelmsford, and then it played at Mansfield Film Festival, back where I'm from. So it's this third time I've seen it. So yeah, it's one of those where you're a bit fed up of seeing it and you see all your mistakes and all that.
Okay.
So.
I was going to ask you that. Are you very self-critical? Do you kind of notice things?
Yeah, I don't know if I'm guessing this is everybody, but I see that and you just go, oh, like so many mistakes. I just thought, and it's only my second film as a director, so you know, I look at it and I'm just like, damn, you know, I wish I could do that again. But I'm guessing we all do. I'm guessing everyone does, and that's the beast of filmmaking, I suppose.
Yeah. That's the creative process, isn't it?
Yeah.
Let's flip that round straight away then. Can you think of a scene or a shot in particular, or an element of the film that you're really, really proud of? Just turn it positive from the beginning.
That's very kind of you, 'cause if you're going to say what you'd change, I was going to say all of them. That's a good question, actually. I really do like the end sequence of the caretaker. It was, you know, it's tough because we didn't have, I say tons of money, but no one ever does. So trying to make a ghost, you know, when you haven't got the budget for VFX and those sort of things in post, I did think that section was quite good in a way, and I'm quite proud of that because, we had obviously an actor doing the role of the caretaker. So no, I did like that section, and you know, I think it turned out well. I think it looks great, you know, production value, it looks great. It's just, I blame myself for the writing and directing of it. But I'm still proud of it, you know, I'm still proud of the film. I think we still did it justice, and they say don't work with kids and animals. I don't know why I chose to work with kids. Any take that the kids weren't looking down the barrel of the lens, that's the takes I chose, so so you're limited, you know. But, you know, it's good fun, though. It was interesting.
So you said this is your second film?
Second film,
So your background is in acting?
It is, yeah.
What might we have seen you...
Well, here's some promo for myself right now. I'm in an episode of Masters of the Air on Apple TV. Do you know the big fighter pilot show? On Friday, which is tomorrow.
Yes.
Yeah, episode 7, so keep an eye out. I play Sergeant James Mack in the 100th Bomber Group, so very, very proud of that because obviously it's very historical. And then, you know, I was in Emmerdale, if anyone watches Emmerdale. And there's a few bits and bobs. You might have seen me in Silent Witness and got a couple of movies coming out this year, which I'm very excited about. My first lead movie comes out this summer.
Okay.
So I'll keep an eye out. I need all the fans I can get.
So this is as you say, your kind of second foray into writing and directing.
Yeah.
What made you want to make that switch from acting over to the side?
Well, I think I've always wanted to do it. I was just too scared. I've been acting for 10 years, and I've been writing for about 10 years. And I began writing for me. I wanted to write projects because I wasn't getting cast in projects. So, you know, it took a good 10 years, and I was on set, and I said to a director, you know, I'm really scared. I don't know how to direct. I don't know anything about the lights. And he just said, don't worry about any of that, you know. And a lot of directors I wanted on my projects were already busy on their own stuff. Okay. They'd got a full slate, and they couldn't do it. So some directors just said, dude, just do it yourself. Just direct yourself. So I just plunged in and did it, and it is scary. But it's good, it's exciting, and it's fun. So I've always wanted to give it a go. I was just too scared, you know.
Was there any tips that people gave you as a kind of first time, or
yeah, they said don't film in the dark, and I did. Don't film with kids, and I did. No, not really. I mean, one director just said, just look at the monitor, and if you don't believe it, then, you know, don't move on. You know, you have to believe it, which seems obvious, but it was a good tip. But no, they just said just hire a good team as well. Like they said, you know, if you're worried about the lighting setup and lenses, then hire a good DP, and then, you know, you get to focus on. You know, one of the directors said, you're an actor's director. You're going to be focused on story and actors. You know, he came from a cinematography background, so he was focused on that sort of thing.
Right.
And he said there's lots of different directors out there, so just go and tell the story. That's all you need to do. He said don't worry about anything else. So I think that was good advice and made me more confident in the process, you know.
And find good people, skilled people can do the other kind of jobs that you're not as up to speed with.
Yeah, and I'll learn as I go. And, you know, it definitely is one of those things. I am learning as I go, and I'll pick up things on set and as I go along. So, yeah, it's good. It's exciting.
Let's talk about the cast. I think the kids in this are really, really good. Really good. It's one of those films that kind of relies on the kids, and if they're not as good as they need to be, then the film's going to fall down.
Yeah.
But I think they're really, really, really great. How did you find them? What were you looking for?
This is a funny story. Sorry, guys, I'll blabber on. It's a funny story because I was at a wedding in Cape Town, and this woman was like, "You're an actor," and she was drinking and she was getting wasted, and she was like, "Oh, you know, my son wants to be an actor and all this." And midway through chat, she's rambling on. She goes, "Yeah, we'd fund a film if we could, you know, Zach could have a part." And I was like, "He can have his own movie." If you give us the money. So she put some money into the film so we could make it. So Zach, the lead actor, that's Mum who you know, gave us some finances for it. And then his mate at school, he wanted to be involved, so them two. And then they'd never acted before. And so they wanted an opportunity. So we was like, look, we'll create a project for them. And this is where it came about. And then we cast the other two kids off Star Now. Or Mandy, Star Now, one of those. And so we said, look, we'll cast two of the kids who have got agencies and, you know, who are experienced, so that you get to work with other kids who know what they're doing, you know. And they were like, we get to work with real actors? And I was like, you are real actors. You're going to be in a movie. So it was amazing. It was a good process. And yeah, it was nice to do that with these kids, you know. And I think the deal was as well, like, Zach wants to be a filmmaker. So I said, look, let's do Zoom sessions. Let's get, you know, bang for your buck. Me and the producer said, 6 months before we shoot, we'll jump on Zoom with them and teach them the process of like what a shot list is and a schedule and how to write a script. And so we really kind of, we did like almost like a filmmaking course with them. So that's almost worth their coin in a way. So yeah, we almost like taught them how it works. So that's how it came about.
You obviously have to work towards certain regulations and working conditions and hours and things like that. How is that really difficult?
Yeah, again, like, I don't want to take too many excuses because all filmmakers have these problems that you face. But you know, there was only a certain amount of time they can work before a break and before they wrap, and then we only had a certain amount of time for the school, and then you know each kid needs a chaperone, which costs money. So it's just like, you know, there's a lot of restrictions, and then you know the agents, they're really strict. They're like, you don't get away with much with those people. So yeah, we had a lot of problems, and we had little time. And then the kids who weren't as experienced, it was like if they didn't look into camera or they said the lines all the way through, we're like, move on. Right. We're like, let's just get this in the cans, because there was points where we're like, we won't have a movie. You know, we had to drop a few scenes, and there was some points where I was like, it's not going to make sense if we don't get this. Right. So it was difficult. But yeah.
Let's talk about the shoot then. First of all, what was your location, and how many days or evenings or however you shot it?
Yeah, it was. So it was luckily. So I say luckily, I'm going to sound like a git for this. The kids were at Knightsbridge School, which is a private school. Okay. They let us use the school. So we were very lucky, and it was tough to get it because there was so many people to go through and whatever. But it didn't cost us anything, so it saved us loads of money. Yeah. So we shot 2 days there, and the caretaker did not go a minute over or a minute under. Right. And so we shot day for night. So it was about 2 hours blocking all the windows out. Right. So that lost us a lot of time. Yeah. And then we did one night external. So we did an evening externally in a school, just where the car pulls up, and then 2 days, Saturday and a Sunday, when the school was empty. Right. So it's basically two and a bit, really.
Good effort, very good effort. Is there any burning questions in the audience at this stage? Put your hand up and we'll get a microphone out to you. One at the front.
Do you think now that you've trained up Zach that one day he'll be bringing his films to this festival?
I mean, that'd be nice. That'd be nice, yeah. I hope so. I hope I've not like ruined his passion or his dream, yeah. Yeah, because I don't think he even wants to be an actor. You know, I know he wants to be a filmmaker. So, yeah, fingers crossed he got a good experience. I think they enjoyed it. So, yeah, we really tried to make it as professional as possible. You know, a full crew and a production company, and so I hope that we showed them what a movie looks like. So yeah, hopefully. I mean, yeah, we'll see.
How did you find the transition from being actor to everything, really? Weren't
Yeah.
you? At the end of the day, you take a film on, you become everything.
Yeah.
How did you find that transition?
Yeah, I mean, it's scary because I'm not a seasoned, filmmaker, and I didn't go to school to study it or anything. So I kind of went in with so much imposter syndrome, thinking everyone's going to look at me and go, "Why is he doing that shot?" And I kind of was worried about the shot list and stuff, and I thought everyone's going to think I'm an idiot. So it is scary, but one thing I was, good at is what the director was saying is I was an actor's director. I found that just totally comfortable, and I loved working with the actors, and that came natural. I think it's more the I can't really think what you call it, the filmmaking process. It was difficult, but I enjoyed it. It was great. It was good fun.
Well done.
Thank you.
Any other questions out here? One further back.
Hi. Yeah, I just wanted to ask, when you were working with the children, especially, did you feel like they were going to take their experience forward? Because I'm always interested in the idea of inspiring another generation of would-be actors or potential actors going forward. So did they give off that energy of, oh, this is great, I want to do this, and if they did, like, how did that feel? Or did they have the bug, basically, is what I'm asking.
Good question. I mean, two of the actors were already child actors with agencies, and they are doing really well. And one of the kids has worked on TV shows and doing lots of adverts, so that's great. And I said to the parents, like, if you want me to help your kids get agents, like, I can do that. It looks really good from a director or a producer saying, you should check this kid out, or you should check these kids out. One of them followed up with that, and they've gone to meet agents, and they're really excited. They're like, wow, like they said, you can help me get an agent, and like really excited. I said, yeah, of course, like that's next step, So yeah, it did definitely inspire them to they just they couldn't get it into their head. They didn't think that was possible. They was like, really? And I said, yeah, dude, of course. That 100%. I didn't have that, so I would love to help you. So yeah, they were stoked. They couldn't believe they were doing, what they considered a real movie, because they made like home videos, and they'd show me their little home videos on their cameras with their brothers, and I was like, okay, this is cool, but we're going to make a real movie. So yeah.
Any last questions?
No, that's it from
No?
me.
Okay, my last question. As a writer and director, what are you working on next? We know about the acting stuff. What are you looking to make yourself?
So we've got one short horror in development at the moment, and a company, I actually got a call today, which is exciting, and they're really interested in funding the film. So that's hopefully going to come through. And then my first film, The Drop, I wrote the feature. And we kind of chucked it around and gave it to a few companies. I've worked with a lot of companies as an actor, so I got in with these kind of distribution companies. We took it to them, and it's grown into a different beast. So they came back and said, look, we need a named actor. We can't move forward without that. So we went and just tested the waters. We were like, let's just email some agents and see. And one guy got back to us and like, loves it. So we have a name attached to the feature, and we'll see. I mean, it seems like people want to make it, but that's, who knows. So anyway, I've got a feature in development, and we hope it pulls off, but we'll see.
Is that actor top secret?
Well, yeah, I don't think I can reveal it right now. I'm not sure. Yeah, he might pull out if I do that. But it's all exciting, and it's all like kind of letters of intent and NDAs and all that. So, and we've got producers on board. So, and distribution companies kind of interested, but nothing's solid.
Okay.
But it's exciting, and I didn't know it was possible,
Mm.
and I'm testing the waters, and we'll see if it works out.
Yeah. You're blagging it as you go.
Blagging it as I go.
That's what we all
No
do.
idea what I'm doing.
No. Yeah. Seriously, your short was great. We really enjoyed it. Thank you for bringing it to the festival.
Thank you.
And can I have a round of applause, please, for Jack?
Thanks, guys.